Welcome to our channel, Bravo News. Did she go too far? Calah sparks outrage with petty remark on Steven's post. The post that shook the dynasty. It was an otherwise ordinary Tuesday night in Gallatin, Missouri. The McBee family, America's most watched farming dynasty, was keeping up appearances on Instagram. Stephen McBee, patriarch in the making, had just uploaded a glossy carousel of photos, golden hour shots of the McBee ranch, cattle grazing against a velvet sky, and his own rugged face half shadowed by his Stetson. The caption read, "Another day, another blessing. Nothing beats home." Fans flooded the comments with fire emojis and heart-eyed praise. Stephen was their cowboy king, the man whose quiet stoicism held together not only his sprawling ranch, but the messy family empire captured weekly on the McBee dynasty. But then came her comment. Calah Jackson, blonde, sharp-tongued, and never afraid of stirring a little trouble. She had been circling Stephen for years, first as a friend, then as something more, then back again to friend, or frenemy, depending who you asked. Their will they, won't they storyline was practically the heartbeat of the show. Under Stephen's post, she wrote just 5 words. "Funny how you call it home." No emoji, no explanation, just enough to light the match. Within minutes, fans screenshotted it, blogs picked it up, Reddit threads ignited with speculation. What did she mean? Was she shading Stephen's devotion to the ranch, hinting he had spent more time in Kansas City's nightlife than at home? Or was it personal, aimed at the whispers that Stephen had once called Calah his home before moving on? Whatever the case, Calah had poked the bear, and the outrage was instant. The internet's verdict. Calah is so bitter. Why does she always have to make everything about her? Another added on Instagram. Others defended her. She's just saying what everyone's thinking, a TikTok user declared in a viral video. Stephen acts like the ranch is his entire personality, but where was that energy when his family needed him? Hashtags trended overnight. Hashtag petty Calah. Hashtag McBee mess. Hashtag home is where the drama is. By sunrise, Calah's comment wasn't just a comment, it was a storyline. And for the McBee family, it was war. Behind closed doors, at the ranch, the fallout was immediate. Cole, Stephen's brother, and the family's reluctant peacekeeper, scrolled through his phone in disbelief. "She really went there," he muttered, tossing the phone onto the kitchen counter. Christy, their mother, frowned as she poured coffee. This is exactly what she wants, attention. Don't give it to her. But Stephen, stoic as ever, said nothing. His jaw clenched, his eyes narrowed. He didn't like being baited, least of all in public. "You should post something back," suggested Jesse, the hot-headed younger brother. "Shut her down." Stephen shook his head. "I don't play games on the internet." But the truth was, the comment stung. Because Calah knew exactly where to hit him. The history of Stephen and Calah. To understand the weight of Calah's remark, you had to know the history. Stephen and Calah had been inseparable once. She had been his confidant, the one who saw past the cowboy exterior to the restless heart inside. They had shared nights under Missouri stars, whispered promises, and dreams that stretched beyond the fences of the ranch. But when reality TV came calling, so did the fractures. Stephen's attention shifted to cameras, to business, to new faces that Bravo producers dangled in front of him. Calah, never one to fade quietly into the background, clashed with him in ways that made for good TV but bad romance. By the time season 2 aired, their relationship was little more than cryptic Instagram exchanges and icy stares across family dinners. So when Calah wrote, "Funny how you call it home," fans knew it wasn't random. It was history resurfacing. Bravo stepped in. Producers of the McBee dynasty couldn't have scripted it better. In fact, some fans wondered if they had. The feud was perfect television fodder, and Bravo execs weren't about to let it die quietly. Behind the scenes, Calah received a call from a producer. "Would you be open to addressing the comment on camera?" they asked. She smirked. "Oh, I'll address it, don't worry." Meanwhile, Steven was pulled aside during a confessional shoot. "She's trying to drag you into a storyline. Are you going to let her win?" Steven only glared at the lens. She's already lost. But if he thought silence would save him, he underestimated both Calah and the audience. Calah doubled down. The next day, Calah posted a story on Instagram, a boomerang of her sipping iced coffee, captioned, "When they pretend ranch life is their only life." Fans went wild. Blogs screamed that she was shading Steven again. Others speculated she was hinting at secrets, nights Steven spent away from the ranch, a double life he wasn't showing the cameras. Calah never confirmed, never denied. She simply smiled into her phone, enjoying the chaos. But privately, she wrestled with guilt. She hadn't meant to start a firestorm. Or did she? A part of her longed for Steven's attention, even if it came wrapped in anger. Because the truth was, for all the outrage, for all the pettiness, for all the public bravado, Calah's comment came from a place of love she couldn't quite kill. And Steven knew it. A dynasty in question. The question lingered long after the season aired. Did she go too far? Or did she simply say what everyone else was afraid to admit? The McBee dynasty marched on, but the shadow of that single, petty remark would haunt both Steven and Calah for seasons to come. And fans? They couldn't get enough. Thanks for watching the video. Please subscribe to our channel for regular updates.